So SAG AFTRA has released their last, best, and final offer. That's right. And guess what? One of the worst things that could possibly happen against the strike, ever since Hoyoverse and Genshin Impact were struck with the collective work refusal, one of the worst things for SAG AFTRA that could possibly have happened has absolutely happened. And that is a shift in public sentiment around the rest of their strikes. That's right. It's no longer looked at in a good light, boys, because they just don't know the art of the deal. The art of the deal, baby. They just don't know it. They don't hold the cards. Old paper bag boy holds the cards. Anyway, so this is their last, best, and final offer. And I will admit, it is a terrible, terrible day for voice acting, boys. It is one of the worst days for voice acting that I have ever seen. And this is not a good deal. It's not. I know a lot of people want it to be reached, voice actors included. A lot of voice actors want to go back to work, and it's specifically because they have realized that SAG AFTRA does not have their best interest in mind, that SAG AFTRA does not want to protect them. They only want to protect themselves. With this, the barest of bare minimums we still need for a semi-safe contract, the extremely narrow definition of what an ICDR is, according to employers, still concerns me too, as it leaves a lot uncovered, but without these three things, we have no deal. If you don't know what the ICDR deal is, it's essentially that if another company uses AI of your voice, then they have to basically negotiate a deal with SAG AFTRA to use it. So they have to pay SAG AFTRA and you to use it. So there's no real AI protections, no keeping AI out of voice acting. They can do what they want still. It's just they have to pay SAG AFTRA for it. So instead of protecting the voice actors, because if everything goes AI, let me explain it in like 2 seconds. If you can make a voice sound, if you can make an AI sound like the voice that you want to make it sound like, it can deliver the line perfectly every single time. And a company would rather risk the AI than they would risk you. If they bring you on and you have a poor delivery and you don't deliver as well as you should, well then it's bad for them. But if they can use the AI of your voice and just pay SAG AFTRA some freaking money, well then they're perfectly fine, because they know the quality that they will be getting. So instead of actually keeping AI out of voice acting, they are now basically initiating it. I have a feeling that this was their plan all along, which was to monopolize the sale of your AI voice copies. It is absolutely terrible for voice acting, so I can see why a lot of voice actors are now jumping ship, because they have realized that SAG AFTRA does not want to protect you and your voice. They simply just want to protect themselves for the future. It's absolutely sickening. It's going to be moved into a soulless, terrible space where all voice acting is now done by AI and paid to the specific voices that were used to coach it, rather than new people being able to show up, give a new delivery, a new take on a new approach, and actually, put some soul into the delivery and actually, create art it's absolutely ridiculous. Here it says, here it is, what needs to change in the last, best, and final offer, all in one place. Let's come together. Let's get this deal done. Hashtag SAG AFTRA strong, baby, which is absolutely hilarious, because I'm more than 100% positive that they are not going to let the voice actors vote on how this goes, whether or not this is even negotiated, whether or not it goes through, and whether or not they just want it to end. There will be no vote taken. There was one vote taken, which was to initiate the strike, and then after that, there was not another vote taken again. Absolutely crazy. As you can see, a lot of people are not happy with it, I can't believe that we all supported this strike, believing that SAG AFTRA was actually fighting against the AI, only for them to be the reason many VAs are getting replaced. Because if you don't know, they did all of this, and then a lot of VAs got replaced by companies that were not protected from the strike, so they could fire their people without union busting. Hoyoverse, Genshin Impact, Zoneless Zone Zero, and Honkai Star Rail, all to name a few. All of SAG AFTRA SAG-AFTRA membership got to vote on the interactive strike authorization, and now even after receiving the last, best, and final offer, SAG is saying they are still negotiating. No, you aren't. It's done. The deal is good. Now let us vote to end this strike. Abso-freaking-lutely. I think that they should end it. I don't even think SAG-AFTRA should get this deal. All it does is protect SAG. It does not protect new voice actors, doesn't protect your voice. It just literally guarantees that you'll get a royalty for them using your voice, and does not keep the freaking situation in the entertainment industry from progressing at all. It literally just, as a matter of fact, it's probably facilitating the progression, because after this deal is signed, a lot of companies will be more forthright with using AI and just paying the royalty fee than they would as beforehand. If they did, they might have been seen in a terrible light and actually gotten some backlash from it. Here we've even got Brand Online saying a lot of VAs were duped. A lot of VAs were regrettably replaced. A lot of VAs showed their true colors. A lot of VAs have taken an ounce of accountability for those actions. Things will never be back to normal. It's sad and it sucks. I want the best for the industry. Here's the issue. I feel like the industry is going in a direction that is terrible. If SAG-AFTRA had actually coordinated with the other unions in the entertainment industry to hold a strike against AI in only the U.S., against U.S.-based companies, not Hoyoverse, that already has AI protections, not Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai, none of them, just the U.S.-based entertainment industry and the U.S.-based entertainment unions. If they had actually coordinated a collective strike with all of them, then more than likely we would have actually had AI protections and voice acting, but they didn't. SAG-AFTRA got fucking greedy. The SAG-AFTRA mafia got greedy. Of course they wanted to do this. They did it by themselves. They started from a wrong place, and look at that, they ended up in the wrong. And it's very clear that the entire issue is here that the voice actors are being protected by somebody that does not want to protect them. They only want to protect themselves. That's the whole issue. Here Brand Online says, just as anything, there's good and bad people in every industry, but this sheer amount of audacity and negativity revealed around all at the same time with zero accountability taken after the fact is ridiculous. I have a lot of respect for the VAs just fighting their fight. I do too. Everyone F's up, just own it and handle it instead of trying to worm back into shit without even acknowledging your mistakes. Agreed. I think a lot of VAs should absolutely apologize. It's crazy that all of this negative sentiment towards SAG-AFTRA and towards the strikes that expose SAG-AFTRA as a monopolizing evil company that does not care about the voice actors at all was literally initiated by the Jacob Takanashi situation. That's what brought it into the limelight. And here Brand Online is saying SAG is a joke, and it's so sad to see. I'll agree, it's absolutely terrible to see. They're dragging it out for further negotiation so that they can actually appear to really, care about the voice actors when we both know that they don't. They just want to monopolize AI copies, the AI copy of your voice. They don't want to keep soulless AI from being in the entertainment industry at all. They just want to be sure that they get a cut of the pie if it does come about. Here, even Mugen, the god of absolutely wrecking people with 3-hour videos on drama, even commented on it. If old Mugen Boy is commenting on it, that you have did fucked up, okay? Here he says, knowing SAG, they're probably trying to finalize a deal to replace voice actors with AI if they fail to pay their dues or some shit. Dude, abso-freaking-lutely, I promise you they are. As a matter of fact, I bet if you leave the union, they still get a cut of the AI voice copies. I bet that's going to be like a whole new deal that you have to sign for your voice to be protected for if it's used for AI and it's a AI copy of your voice and you're going to get royalties. I bet it's in perpetuity for freaking SAG. Jokes aside, Paimon's been real quiet since this news. Hope it stays that way. Maybe not too much longer, boys. Maybe not too much longer. And even what's getting ridiculous is you've still got defenders, absolute defenders like Kaylee Mills posting an absolutely freaking insanely long, insanely convoluted reasons for why people might be withholding work, and it makes no sense. None of it actually addresses anything going on. It literally just says a lot of people are choosing not to work, choosing to take part in the collective work refusal, and are choosing to strike the games for many different reasons, because we're all people. There you go. I summed it up for you, because it's absolutely ridiculous that I sat here and read this entire thing just for it to be something as silly and as stupid as that. There's nothing to explain, because at the end of the day, SAG-AFTRA treats voice actors like expendable toilet paper. More are starting to realize this, especially after their most recent stunt. Abso-freaking-lutely. This is a terrible deal for voice acting. People, they really could have gotten AI protections, at least here in the US. It's absolutely 100% achievable if all the unions in the entertainment industry all struck all the games at the same time and coordinated with one another. All the other unions do have AI protections in place, but they are not currently striking. Only SAG is striking, okay? Only SAG-AFTRA is striking. And you have to get government, you have to get the government's eye. You have to literally get the government's attention for the government. If all the entertainment industry unions started striking, that's how you make shit happen. And that's when the government would actually look at it and realize that they probably needed to sign in a law to protect this, the voice actors from this kind of situation. Because then it would actually state like, oh, nothing's going to get done unless you do it. You see what I'm saying? This is where things come into play. The entire issue is that SAG-AFTRA got absolutely fucking greedy. The SAG-AFTRA mafia wanted to monopolize the entire entertainment industry. I guess I was wrong, boys. They just wanted to monopolize AI copies of your voice. That's it. So the voices that they quote unquote own, that they're protecting, they just wanted to monopolize and make sure that they had their cut into the future for if AI ever does take over. Like that protects anybody else. Like new voice actors are going to be able to come into the space if all freaking voice acting is done by AIs of trained on specific people. But you guys let me know down below what you think. Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad, baby. I'm going with plastic. These motherfuckers are plastic as fuck. They're plastic through and through, basically mannequins. They don't exist. They're Barbies and Kens. They're literally freaking board members that just care about their own bottom line and their own bottom dollar. They don't care about art at all. They're a union that's meant to protect union workers, and then they don't even protect them. They only protect themselves. Wow, big freaking whoop. What a surprise. Holy cow.